Hello traders, good day to you all. This is Christopher Glen. Today it is the 19th of May 2014. This is a daily market review, but because it's the beginning of the week, then we'll actually analyze the entire weekly's announcement. First of all the announcements for today has already were published in the markets. We can see that the euro generally is still in a potential to gain strength or lose strength because there's general indication going on today. All day we've got a bank holiday in Canada for Victoria's Day, Queen, and during the week, we do expect Monday to deliver low amount of liquidity. We can see that the market is not really changing a lot of potential. It's not really showing any kind of potential at the moment because we've received very low amount of movement and there's no indication according to our system. Tuesday, we do expect to see a bit more liquidity, but again, not such an enormous liquidity as we need for us to conduct thorough investigation regarding the potential this week. The liquidized day that I'm expecting to see in the market will be Wednesday and Thursday. We can see that we've got a lot of announcements from several frontiers. Japanese yen will be very effective on Wednesday. We've got several good announcements on that one, and we've got several announcements regarding the pound. And then in the evening, we've got an announcement regarding the US dollar, the FOMC meeting. Again, a good announcement regarding the dollar, or better announcement will definitely affect the market significantly. After that, Thursday, sorry, we've got an announcement from China. It's not really an announcement that we can measure because the Chinese currency isn't really traded. But after that, we've got several announcements regarding the euro. We've got the French announcement and German announcement will definitely affect the CAC and the DAX. And after that, we've got an announcement regarding the pound at 9:30 a.m. Another GDP report, and then at the afternoon, we've got several announcements regarding the Canadian dollar, US dollar, and then another US dollar at 3 p.m. Existing home sales. Again, unemployment claims. Usually, we've got that on Thursday, and definitely the liquidized days of this week will be Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, we can see that it'll be a very calm Friday. Again, some announcements regarding the German market, regarding the euro, then the curve CPI regarding the Canadian dollar, and late at almost at the end of the session, 3 p.m. we've got the new home sales in the United States. That is it for this week. I can't see a lot of potential on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday will be liquidized, and Friday will form a good potential because we've got such a separation between the announcement 9 a.m. Euro, after that 1:30 p.m. Canadian dollar, and that 3 p.m. US dollar. So we've got a very nice difference between the announcement that will allow us to take several trades according to the potential using the announcements. Let's go to the chart. Let's see what went since last week and what is our expectation for this week. First of all, I'd like to look at the dollar index. As I'm doing always, I've analyzed that several times in the past, showing you several opportunities. We saw that the dollar itself gained some strength for the last week, even more than that. And for the last 2 weeks, we were in a positive potential. Okay, we had a bullish market uptrend potential, and right now we're fluctuating around this gap, around this area, which is a very difficult area to cross. We can see that the market was bouncing on that area at the past, and at the moment we're fluctuating around it. But I can tell you that this structure, if we will go to a low time frame, 4 hours, I can count that as a 5-wave impulse movement. And now we've received the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave dropping down. The dollar should drop down a bit more toward the 79 level, 79.8, and then I'm expecting it to continue its uptrend movement. On a daily chart, I'm expecting it to cross the gap over here, to cross the 80 level. That is the expectation at the moment. A stronger dollar in the market is expected to form over here. My expectation is that this formation will appear before Friday, meaning during Thursday even. using the announcements regarding the unemployment claims. On Thursday, maybe that will be the market mover for this week that will cause the dollar to gain strength beyond that level, and that's a great potential to catch long-term investment on the downtrend on the gold. Commodities generally is expected to drop down, although the oil I'm not so sure. We will analyze that during the week. The expectation is a stronger dollar during the week because of some announcements. Let's see what is the potential on other currencies. First of all, let's pay attention to the gold. I'm taking it on a daily chart, and I'm going to use another instrument over here. Okay. So we've received an uptrend, and right now we've received a fluctuation level sideways corrective pattern on the low time frame. We can say that this fluctuation level is very difficult to it's very difficult to read some sort of potential over here because we've got both potentials, an uptrend or a downtrend movement. Basically what I will do over here, I'll paint a triangle that once we'll cross one of the lines of the triangle, that will be a signal to take the trade. Now, as I said, my expectation is to see a stronger dollar in the market. Therefore, the expectation is to see a downtrend on the gold. The expectation will take form once we'll cross the trend line, approximately 1.284. That will be the price per ounce that I will pay attention to. Beyond that, a downtrend. Lower rate will cause a significant downtrend movement. A lot of traders will sell their position in the gold, and therefore we will see a continuance of a downtrend. Good potential for a long-term investment. Again, not such a long term, but for the next several days or even 2 weeks. Let's see what's going on with the silver. Should show approximately the same perspective. We can still see the same drop down. We can see the sideways corrective pattern. Over here we've got an ABC pattern which reflects a good potential to see an additional downtrend movement, just as we had over here, an ABC pattern, and a downtrend movement came after that. So I do expect to see the silver and the gold pointing down, both of them pointing down approximately at the same time. Let's go to other charts. We've analyzed several charts regarding the dollar itself. Let's see that. The dollar versus the Russian ruble. I've talked several times about this currency, and basically I showed you from this point that my expectation is that this currency should drop down till 34. You can go back to approximately a month ago. That was at the 16th of April. Watch my analysis. I showed you from this point and beyond that my expectation is that this currency will fall toward the 34 level. Right now, because we've already reached this level, my expectation is to see an uptrend movement on this currency, a very strong one. Again, it's an additional confirmation for a stronger dollar in the market. At the moment, it'll be wise to place a trend line like this. Let's go to 4-hour chart to see the trend line exactly. So across beyond this trend line will indicate that the market is ready. It's set to move beyond that and to begin a new, stronger, liquidized uptrend movement. We're at 34 at the moment. My expectation to see 10% of an uptrend movement. That's a great 1,000 pip of an uptrend movement. A great potential to gain a lot of profit using this fluctuation level. We've received an A, a B, and a C wave completion for this downtrend movement. We may see a bit more fluctuation level, but not such an enormous movement that we can't handle. Across and a close beyond this trend line will indicate a continuance of an uptrend potential. Therefore, I will participate in an uptrend trade toward the 37 level. That's a logical uptrend movement. Again, it might even climb higher than that, but that's the first target of this analysis. Again, we might see it climbing higher toward the 40 level, but at the moment the 37 is the first target for 10% of an uptrend movement. That's a great potential over here on the dollar versus the Russian ruble. I'd like to wish you all the best with your trades. Have a pleasant day, and bye bye.